Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
When you're ready.
I'm on, baby. Let's do this.
All right.
No topic too absurd, no statement too asinine. That's right, Nerdy Jersey's finest coming at you. We are Nerdities. I am Mike. He is
Justin.
There be
Vin.
And last up,
Joe.
Oh, how is everyone feeling this fucked up day?
It's
fucked up out there.
It's a fucking day.
It is pretty crazy out there.
Yeah. I'm tired. Nothing today, and right before the show was about to start, nature combusted.
Oyster Creek's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's concerning.
Well, the trees around Oyster Creek, right?
Building on fire at Oyster Creek.
A building or
a building's on fire?
The building.
It just says building on fire at Oyster Creek. Jersey Coast Emergency News.
I'm pretty sure
fire brigade.
Pretty sure they got all the nuclear shit out of there, right? Like that's
it's decommissioned.
Yeah, they buried that in Sibagagi.
Okay, good
96.
I'm technically monitoring the office of the sheriff's office of emergency management because we just put a whole system in, and I don't see anybody in there right now.
So you're tapped into their system?
Uh-huh. I put it in. Yeah.
You're totally guy in chair right now.
You really are. You want to be Q, don't you?
I'm
a little QT.
Yeah.
No, he's separate. He's separate. He's going to turn us over the moment he gets a chance. He's going to talk to the agents. He's going to want to come back as an actor. I know it. I watched The Matrix on the plane, too. So good.
Still holds up.
Dude, it's... Forget the other two. Or three, whatever now. Just the first one.
I still haven't watched that third one. Or fourth one.
It's the fourth one. It's still the second best Matrix movie.
Oh, no.
However you will.
I don't know. I think the second one's better than the fourth one.
Oh, that second one's a shit show.
So they're all...
The third one kind of wraps up okay, but between that horrendous fight scene and the construction, whatever the fuck he is, the condescender, that's what I'm going to call him. The old white condescending douchebag.
The scene on the truck was cool, the fight scene.
Mm-hmm.
But
with the albino predators?
Yeah. Dreadlock white boys?
I don't know.
How much is not burning, Joe?
I don't know, but somebody just walked into that room.
Someone just walked in. That's a weird phrase, Joe.
Yeah.
I gotta check something.
Somebody just walked into that room. Oh, I have a girl.
Oh no! So the main command center. Someone just walked in. I'm waiting to see like a whole bunch of people just show up.
Are they supposed to?
It's the office. If shit goes down in the county, this is where they go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit is definitely going down.
Yeah. I just saw someone walk in and then they walked out. But
So, Vinnie, how was Thailand?
Fantastic. Everyone should go. At least once. We did the New Year. It's called Songkran. You squirt water at people. They put clay on your face. You just walk up and down the road. It's like a huge event. If you're trying to get somewhere, good luck. Because people in cars are driving around with water guns and shit. It's fun. It's an experience.
It sounds like I might fight someone.
Saw some children fight. Saw some adults fight. Had a couple guys out there fight.
That's cool.
Yeah. I got to corner in Thailand. My one guy fought a dude that had like 150 fights.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he was good. Fast.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, he came in. I saw him drinking beer on the mat, and I'm like, either this guy is a can or this is just another Saturday night, and he doesn't give a fuck. In between rounds, he was vaping and drinking beer.
Oh, God.
That's a problem right there.
Bro.
That's a guy you don't want to step in with.
That's a pro.
Oh, dude, he was so good. And our guy was he's like 6'2". fights at like 150, but he walks around like 65. This guy was like a little bit taller than me. Probably walked around at like 150, 155 maybe. Fast. That's all I could say. Just fast. But our guy got a lot of respect because like he never put him down. Held his own. And I think he ended up training with him a couple days later. Like, the guy was a nice guy. But I don't know why they got matched up. Because I guess when they were training, they're like, oh, he's like, so how many fights you have? My buddy's like, I don't know, like 6. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that. The guy's like, I did that. That was like my first weekend when I started.
I have
Crazy.
dead bodies that I've made.
Yeah, that's like that was my first graveyard 6.
Were there any tongue pose?
None that I met. I did, however, also I saw 3 famous people.
3 famous people.
That's cool.
Diplo is a DJ. I don't know if you're familiar with that guy. I've never heard of him.
Yeah.
Heard the name.
Diego Lima. He was at a resort. Huge man. And I saw the current UFC fighter, Dan Hooker. I got a picture with him. My buddy took 2 pictures. One, I'm just like, and then the second one, I'm talking. So it's like a Make-A-Wish picture. It's so bad. I should have sent it to you guys. It's funny. But that was fun. I haggled.
You haggled?
Yeah, I haggled. And I'll tell you what a rush. They ask 400 baht, you go, I'll give you 3, then they go 350, and you go,
I mean,
fine.
you should be used to that. We used to go to places with Nanny all the time. She was the queen.
Yeah.
She was the queen of haggling.
Yard sale?
Mhm.
Yeah, yard
Yep.
sale clean.
Yep. She get
I
someone.
never did it.
She get someone down to like 25 cents on like a fucking $20 item.
Yeah. And she's so like, I don't want it then. And they're like, all right, come back.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be afraid to lose it.
Yeah. Gotta be willing to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, haggling's fun. Megan was like, oh, when I'll get something, I go, let me do the deal. Let me handle this.
I've done many deals. Some people
Yeah.
say I'm the best at making deals.
What do you want for this piece of garbage? Yeah.
I could go right across the street and get it. You're not holding any cards. You're not holding. You're messing with losing a customer.
I mean, that's very true. Because there were certain places, all these tents, they kind of had the same shit when you go down like 4. I'll tell you this also. Weed stores in like the more developed areas, like every 3rd store is a weed store. It would go weed store, pharmacy, massage parlor. Sometimes weed store, pharmacy, weed store, massage parlor. It was bananas. Like, I guess their climate, like, they can grow a lot of it, but, like, to maintain that many storefronts, I don't know. Bananas.
Well, based on the description, you're selling me a little better. Get high and pilled up and then go get yanked off.
Yeah, well, so a guy at the resort, he was kind of our hookup, our network guy. Shout out Tommy. He told the one dude I was there with, he's like, where can I get a good massage? And Tommy's like, I'll send you to a good one because most of them are just ladyboys looking to whack you off. So I'll send you to one where you can actually go to get a real massage. And super grateful for that.
Are you guys there?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
No.
Hear us?
Oh, guy in chair's having a malfunction.
We can see you.
Can you see me? Can you hear me? 0 response. Okay, this is going to be weird.
I don't see the numbers anymore. I just see the matrix.
That does sound like a fun time had.
Yeah, no, I highly suggest going to a place like that. It's dope. Also, Korea, we got to do the traditional take off your shoes, sit Indian style around a table, and eat food.
How was the food?
together. Food was good. No complaints here on the food. I got some spicy shit. Ruined my next day. But it was good. I got sunburned day one. I never recovered. And I got a huge blister on my foot the first day also. That took some time. Overall, a good trip. I highly recommend going out there if you're thinking about it.
Joe might get confused for a ladyboy.
Yeah, I saw one. Megan, well, I didn't know it was one, and Megan clocked her. And I was like, oh, really? And then she started walking, and I go, okay, because she had cans.
They always do. Like they invest their first handful of cash into those.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, her face is here, and I'm looking. I'm like, oh, is it really? And then I look lower. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, 85% tried. That last 15%, not for me.
Her shoulders were wider than her hips. That kind of stuff gives it away.
I never really saw her straight. She was laying down and just like sunbathing at the resort.
Wait,
and then,
is that an accurate measurement?
I think so. Yeah, shoulders are wider. They say
wider than
on guys. Shoulders, like, we don't have wide hips, right? So shoulders tend to line up past their
right.
hips.
But I've never looked at a woman to. I don't know if that's correct.
Well, some women aren't very hippie.
Yeah.
Well, that's like a generalization thing. Like, everyone's like, look at the shoulders, the Adam's apple, the fingers,
Gotcha.
the penis.
Because I'm I'm now thinking about women in my life, and I'm like, is that true?
I was thinking that too, but I mean, more than one person said it to me, so I was like, all right, there must be a science out there of some sorts.
It can be anything.
Yeah.
Men's.
Yeah, but I mean,
see, it's a good way to tell is by the ass.
that's true too.
Men's.
And what, you can stick in it?
No. So women's asses tend to go up higher than men's. Men have a very smaller section of ass in proportion to the rest of their body. Even if the dude's got a nice ass, man has less ass.
It sits lower?
There's less real estate for it.
Okay.
That makes sense.
This is definitely not a comparison I tend to make.
No, it's not. I don't think it's a comparison most people make.
No.
It's something I've noticed. Because I'm an ass man!
Hi.
You're back?
I'm back.
Yeah,
my mom.
Your favorite subject.
What were you talking about?
Yeah, come on.
Talking about ladyboys and asses.
Oh. My mom's staying over.
Your mom's over?
Yeah, she's going to stay over.
Oh, hey, Mama Pravdo.
So
I've yet to hear from my father, and none of my messages are going through, so that's super great right now.
He called my dad, but that was like an hour ago.
That was an hour ago?
About an hour and a half ago or so.
And
as soon as the news started to hit about it, he called him.
I text my worthless sister, who of course is not fucking responding to anything. The same thing that happened the morning my mom passed away. I can't with her. I really just sometimes want to smack the shit out of her.
So,
well, you know what they say.
Smack the shit out of her?
Well, Sean Connery says, yeah. He actually does say that.
I know.
Just a little backhand to wake him up.
Holy shit.
As long as it's not closed fist, it's perfectly legal.
Sometimes they make you do it.
She said, hit me with all you've got. I didn't think she was just taunting me. I thought she just wanted me to punch you.
I told her I was Lancelot in the movie. You have no idea my power.
You're fucking with James Bond here, woman.
Alright, my sister got back to me.
Good.
There you go.
He's good. He's home. They're not evacuating him, so.
It looks like Barnegat's fine. It's just getting to Barnegat is...
A biatch.
Yeah,
my buddy's
539 is bumper to bumper.
My buddy's daughter works on LBI, so he had to go from Lakewood to try to get to LBI. I'm waiting.
Still on the back
I'm
roads?
waiting to hear from him.
Yeah, he's still driving right now.
Yeah,
Stay safe, people. And
yeah.
My whole day is
everybody-
up north tomorrow, but that's probably not going to be that much better. Oh. All right, let's talk fun stuff.
check in on your loved ones, will you? Hey, how was Joe? How was your Passover Easter?
Let's see. What did I do?
You have to think about it. Probably wasn't that
I
good.
do. I ate food.
Did you guys talk about the Jewish wizards?
I haven't been to a Passover Seder in like 15 years.
Yeah, he's like the worst Jew.
Yeah. I talked
Funny
to,
story though. So
I know. I've known you for 35 fucking years,
so
Joe.
Thursday, we're heading out to go to install more cameras at the sheriff's office. And as I'm leaving, I can see one of the sheriff's officers in the building asking somebody who's just like talking about Passover and asking, "Do you know anything about Passover?" And he looks at me and I start talking. I start explaining it. And I I'm just like, oh, it's about Moses and the different
the wizards.
how
Yes.
God, it's what it said. If you don't free the slaves, you will have the wrath of God. The seven or the
You
whatever.
really are the worst at this.
I am, but dude, I could have said anything and they would have believed me. I could have told them it's the only day Jews could eat pork, and they would have believed me.
Yo, you would have gotten condemned for that.
It would have been hilarious.
Well, I don't
One of them
think.
shows up at their Jewish friend's house. Here, I baked you some sausage.
Shit. Get out.
Dude, I would have lost it if I could have said anything and they would have believed me.
We had a
Well, next time.
nice Easter. Easter's always my favorite because I host brunch and the whole family comes, and then I don't have to fucking go anywhere for the rest of the day. It's so fucking great. Mike hangs around. We have like dinner. We just fucking dick around and do nothing all day. It's my favorite holiday.
It usually doesn't go down the way it did this time. Well, there are some things that have become yearly traditions now, like getting the Sterno cans out and realizing
Yeah.
they've all dried up. So, like,
Fuck
all right,
again.
while you're doing that, I'll go to the store. What else do we need? And it's always like get that ice and some other condiment.
Yeah.
But usually, I'll come back with more than enough time to see everyone as they come in. Instead of this time, I leave for 5, maybe 10 minutes, and upon returning, everyone in the family was there.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone rolled up at the
Bro.
same time.
You text me if that was the right hot sauce, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. Right before I got into my bathroom to like fucking wash up and change because I was still in my cooking clothes. And at that point, just my father and my mother-in-law were there. That was it.
Which in some cases is enough.
Yeah. I come out not even 10 fucking minutes later, and the house is full.
Yeah, I pulled up and then like I thought you were getting run up on like 5, 7 cars pulled up behind me. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I get fucking... I walk out, and Ashley's like, this was very overwhelming this time. She's like, everybody fucking came at one time. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to run around now and say hi to everybody and then put food out, because holy shit.
I picture it like when everyone shows up on Christmas vacation.
Yeah.
Just that kind of insanity. But like I came walking in, and yeah, everyone was still saying hi to each other.
Yeah.
It was still that level
All at
of...
one fucking time, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a lot.
Well, punctual. Everybody's
I mean,
punctual.
yeah, I agree. I appreciate it. Food was good, you know?
Yeah.
I made the crispy chicken tacos that everybody enjoys.
That sounds delicious.
Breakfast Sammy's.
The waffles was...
The Eggo waffle French toast. Yeah, it's fucking good, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That bacon was crazy because it was crispy and still kind of wet and greasy at the same time.
Yeah.
So, like, perfect.
Yeah.
I could have eaten what was left in that tray. Just fucking finished it off. And, bonus, everyone left before the name Spud got brought up.
I didn't have anything to give away.
Okay.
There's,
take one of
there
Nanny's
was
presents.
no fucking extras.
I had a strategy in Spud. I would have won.
You know what it was? Is like, not even by like we'd done the egg hunt. Everybody's cleaning up the eggs, and like I think before even half the kids were done, people were leaving. People were like, "We gotta go." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's fine."
You know, I think Nanny turned to Trace and she goes, "Okay, I'm ready to go."
Yeah,
And I was like, "Oh,
That's a big chunk right there.
I went food shopping afterwards. That's fun."
all I did was I finally laid on the floor to crack my fucking back out, and that was nice. And then we like just picked it at the food all day.
Oh, that's another thing I did. I saw Warfare in theaters with my friend afterwards. Also, I went food shopping and I saw Warfare.
Went to the movies on Easter.
Yeah, my friend texted me. He goes, "Hey, come see this movie with me." And I said, "Okay, maybe." Text me back. I already bought the tickets. I'll see you at 4. And I was like, "Okay."
You went to a movie on Easter. You're more Jewish than Joe is.
No, it's pretty. It's American. It's Christian tradition. I'm a Christian.
When I worked in the movie theater, Christmas, I didn't work there the whole year. I was taking tickets for a few months, but yeah, Christmas was Hebrew heaven.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. There might have been 4 other people in the theater other than us two.
Warfare. I don't even remember. What the hell's in there?
It's an A24 film. A lot of people have actually. James Gandolfini's son, the dude from Shogun, Joe Quinn, the new Human Torch.
Well,
A couple other dudes. Yeah. A couple other dudes are in it. It's A24, so it gets very gritty, and it's about Afghanistan, Iraq, shit, military guys. Not for the faint of heart.
So yeah, that was Easter.
Good. I'm happy we all had a successful and heartwarming Easter. Was there any casting?
Yeah, I got some.
Okay, because I'm sure I saw some, but I just didn't write anything down.
I have a question for you after casting. Well, once we get to news, I guess. I have a question.
All right, casting.
There was a rest in peace, but I don't think any of us give a shit about talking about him.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Yeah, the Pope.
Yeah, the Pope's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go on.
J.D. Vance killed him, and I don't care what anybody else says.
Yeah, I'm starting to think.
Did you see his face in the coffin? It looks like someone killed him.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a huge bruise like this big.
Fucking
Not
J.D.
here, not here, right here.
It's great that we're video now.
We talked back to Vance, and Vance was like, you haven't said thank you for inviting
No,
me over.
you don't understand. Trump's going to name himself Pope by the end of the week.
Oh, they're gonna
I'm
freak out
cool
when
with
the
it.
Pope comes from Africa.
Oh,
Hey.
I would fucking love it.
That would be great.
A gay African Pope.
Can they do that?
They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
They're the Vatican.
they can do whatever they want.
Well, I'm saying, I thought they have to go through there's I guess they could have one in the woodworks, but isn't there specific pilgrimages and?
Yeah, but who's to say that they haven't done it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I guess I don't know their lineup. I don't know who's batting cleanup.
Yeah. All the
When it was on
bishops
deck.
get together and they do that conclave thing, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Hunger Games, where
Yeah.
they start to...
They start.
It's basically...
It's Game of Thrones. They start,
Yeah.
backroom deals and shit like that. But I want them to all be like fucking Americans, right? Yeah, fucking Americans. Let's make them black and gay.
Yeah.
What?
All right. Now, in order to get in, you got to eat these babies. I know what you're thinking. It's a lot of babies, but you have to do it. Otherwise, you don't get to wear the hat. You don't get the Humvee.
You also don't get the magic powers.
Yeah. Well, they've already eaten enough babies. It's not like they're not worried about it. It's like, oh, this is a lot more babies than I've ever eaten before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how you ascend.
Yeah.
This is how you ascend. You must eat a bowl of babies.
God.
Are they pre-developed babies? Because then it's just cum.
It's like balut. You know what that is?
Oh, yeah.
It's like that.
So, essentially, it's Chris Reeves in South Park.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fine.
Exactly.
And also, let's not pretend that they haven't eaten some pre-developed babies in their time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's like the Wagyu.
It's its own little sacrament.
Yeah, they go, ooh, give me some of that.
Oh, that makes me think. How good? Like, I'm not a veal eater, but like, how good do you think is Wagyu veal? Like, if
Probably phenomenal.
Wagyu beef is like incredible as it is, do you imagine the young version? You know what? This is wrong. Anyway, Street Fighter.
Now I'm actually thinking of it.
Right? They're making a Street Fighter movie again.
Oh, that's what it is.
And Andrew Koji from Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins, and Noah Centineo from Black Adam / he is the new
He-Man.
the new He-Man, are in the talks to play Ryu and Ken. And I'm cool with this.
Who is playing Colonel Gale?
An American this time?
Not him. Mm-mm. John Cena,
You know what?
and you're fucking welcome.
With his early 2000s hair.
Uh huh.
Did you see the reel that's going around that he was in the background in Ready to Rumble in one scene?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
When the King goes to talk to Goldberg, I guess, about having their match.
Jimmy
It's in
King.
the gym. Apparently Cena was one of the guys working out in the background.
Nice. In
Of
Toy
course.
Story 5 news, as we know, Carl Weathers passed away.
R.I.P.
Ernie Hudson will be taking over the vocals of Combat Carl.
I love it.
Choice. I thought you were going to say Terry Crews.
That would have worked too.
But Ernie Hudson's voice, I love it.
Yeah, it's a closer 1-to-1 as far as those guys go.
Yeah. All right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trailers.
I might not have written down 1 or 2, but yeah, I'm pretty close.
I will just chime in on the ones I watched.
Okay. Obviously, we're going to save the one for the end. The Roses. I'm really surprised this is getting remade. Maybe Joe knows about it.
Joe should
Dave
know.
might have heard. The War of the Roses. Did you ever watch that back in the day?
Yes.
Okay. So, an English remake is happening, or has been filmed, starring Olivia Colman, Oscar winner Olivia Colman, and Benedict Cumberbatch as the co-leads, with Andy Samberg, Kate McKinnon, Nchuti Gatwa, and Allison Janney.
Oh, the doctor.
Yes. She's a chef, a celebrity chef, and he's an architect. And I don't even think they go as long as they do in the original movie. Because in the original movie, their kids are like grown by the time they can go crazy with each other.
Yeah.
Their kids look like they're 10 at this point. So hopefully that'll play into the plot a little bit. But if not, this one looks like it goes just as crazy. Just doesn't look like it's got that crazy Danny DeVito directing style to it. This might be a little bit more subdued.
It looks funny as fuck, though.
Yeah, I'm interested in it. I know what you did last summer again some more. I was never
Don't
huge on
care.
this series.
I saw the thumbnail and it was just a girl in like a white bra, just cans out. And I was like, okay, I probably won't watch it, but I appreciate, the attempt.
Appreciate the thought.
But they
Well, I
got
appreciate the tits.
Jennifer Love Hewitt tits and Freddie Prinze Jr. back.
Yeah, man. Freddie Prinze Jr. gets to have his Quint moment, walk into a town meeting and go, I'll take down your fisherman.
Yeah.
I'll do it for 5. I'll catch him and kill him for 10. They don't look like they're going to be too big of a part of the movie.
I think there'll be a decent amount. Midway, though.
Yeah. She'll take her. You think she's going to Sidney Prescott this thing and totally take it over from the kids? Or is she going to go down by the end of the movie?
Well, as someone who's now reached that age where I hate movies with all new young people in it, I hope she takes it back.
Don't worry, I'm taking it back.
Ashley and I can't watch things that take place today if it's a young cast, because like it's just like Y2K. I know it's young actors now, but they were portraying a time that we were young in. I'm fine with
That'd
that.
be frustrating.
Yeah.
But that's kind of frustrating though, because they have no fucking clue. They weren't even alive yet.
But yeah,
And there's a quote that I hear every once in a while that couldn't be more true. Every generation wishes they were the last generation. And I think you've just illustrated that perfectly.
these fucking kids and their bullshit shenanigan words.
And the chibi and the fucking skadooshel or whatever the hell they're talking
Don't
about.
make me yeet something at you.
Yeet.
Yeet.
A skeet.
What the fuck is a skibbity toilet?
I heard about. Well, we were in GameStop a few weeks ago, and James was buying his easily destructible dice tower. one of the moms. A mom was in there with a husband on the phone with a kid, looking at stuff, and there's like, "Oh, what?" And she's trying to talk to him, like, "Well, what's the point of it? What is it?" And the kid's like, not telling her anything. Basically, she's like, "Why am I buying this for you? I don't fucking get this thing. Does anybody know anything about it, or should we just completely absolve ourselves of this?"
Yeah.
Okay. Him. Produced by Jordan Peele. Who's the director on this bad boy? They say the director, but I don't recognize his name from anything. The style looks a lot like The Substance, so I wouldn't be shocked.
Justin Tipping.
Justin Tipping.
A
A lot of TV.
lot of TV.
Okay.
This is
It's not his debut. He's done.
No.
Oh, actually,
Kicks.
it might be his.
Kicks is the first movie he did.
Where's that bad boy? Okay. Yeah. But how far are you willing to crazy to get by in professional football?
You know, shit looks good though.
Looks intense. Marlon Wayne's giving some of that Requiem energy again.
Mm-hmm.
It's extra fucked up when a comedian gets all serious.
Dude, he was so good in that movie.
That whole movie.
That whole movie was... you feel dirty after watching that movie.
Mm-hmm.
He would have killed it as Robin.
That would have been interesting.
He would have. He would have. With Tim Burton directing? Yeah. I think that would have been... It would have been very interesting, but he probably would have knocked it out of the park.
They produced that script as a comic book, and it would have been very, very odd in a lot of ways. It was a combination. Was it Tim Drake? Because it wasn't Dick Grayson, right? Kid's name was...
No, it was...
But he was basically Jason Todd.
Yeah. You would have Billy D as Two-Face.
It was a pretty... And Commissioner Gordon was gone,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Barber took over as commissioner.
Yeah. It would have been very interesting
Yeah.
to
It
see
would have
that.
tweaked it a lot. Like,
Yeah.
that had none of Burton's influence on that script in the comic book. But if anything like that came out as a movie, it would have been very, very interesting. So I see why they passed on it. You're not going to drop Batman into an asylum for an entire movie and not have him in the costume until like the final act.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, that was basically the breakdown. There's a game trailer, Star Wars Zero Company.
Yo.
Yes.
If you like XCOM or other turn-based tactics type games, this could be for you. I'm not necessarily that kind of gamer, but it looks interesting.
The story looks good.
Yeah, it does.
I like the whole Motley Crue
actually, there was another game trailer that dropped today.
For what?
Oh,
Elder Scrolls 4
it's a
Oblivion.
fucking remake.
Yes. No, actually, remastered. It's a remaster, but it's an entirely different game engine, so it's a new game.
Wait, it looks new. Are the controls that new? Are they that different?
Yeah, because it's a complete it's Unreal 5, so it's the game engine is brand new. Skyrim's not even on Unreal 5.
Okay, so it's going to look prettier, but like
It looks fucking beautiful.
will gameplay be that much different? Because that's the one thing playing those. It was very clunky to me.
Yes,
Excuse me.
gameplay will be
Need
a lot.
something? Need something? Who's there? Oh, must be the wind.
For King and Country. Ready or Not got a teaser trailer. Ready or Not 2 got a teaser trailer.
Got a cast reveal.
Yes, the epitome of a teaser. All we know is some of the people that are going to be in it. Some very surprising stuff. Let's see. Nestor Carbonell, you may not know him by name, but he was the mayor in Christopher Nolan's Batman movies. You may remember from like Suddenly Susan, if you ever watched sitcoms back in the 90s. Elijah Wood,
Yo.
going to be interesting. Sarah Michelle Gellar, she's pretty much second lead. And David Cronenberg.
Right?
What's he from?
He's a director. He directed The Fly. He directed Videodrome. He's directed a lot of crazy shit. He directed Scanners.
I remember the name.
Well, yeah, because he's got a certain style about him.
Yeah. And he was one of the originators of body horror. He made some fucked up movies. Eastern Promises and A History of Violence. He went through a period in the early 2000s where he was still making fucked up movies, but they weren't so much sci-fi fucked up. They were like people had really bad histories and would do horrendous things to each other. That was Eastern Promises and A History of Violence. But the last time I saw him in a movie with Nightbreed, Clive Barker's Nightbreed. So, yeah.
Clive Barker.
Yeah. He's very selective about when he gets in front of the camera. But when he gets in front of the camera, he's good. He's really creepy in that movie. So that this choice alone is something to turn your head about. I just don't know where the fuck they're going to go with this movie. Maybe more family members?
I don't know. Fucking love that movie, though.
Yeah, Ready or Not was fucking solid. It came out of nowhere. Much like I think Weapons is going to come out of nowhere.
MK Ultra, the movie.
Who's doing the voiceover there?
What?
In the trailer, someone's giving a voiceover that kind of sounded like D'Onofrio. Maybe I was wrong.
Could be.
The cast looks pretty solid, though. Lots of kids.
Yeah.
Tons of kids. But Julia Garner, Josh Brolin, June Diane. Who else? June Diane. Oh, her. She was the chick in Forgetting Sarah Marshall when they were at the club. She's like, stop it. You're so funny. Stop it. Stop it. And she's hilarious. She's in a lot of shit. Benedict Wong.
Nice.
Love me some Wongers.
I love Wongers.
Cannot stop the Wong. And a lot of young kids. Lots and lots of young kids. Probably murderers. It's a good way to tease it, though. Just kids, Naruto running around the streets.
Yeah.
And you don't know why. Okay. That's pretty much everything for me except the big one. Which
Yeah.
one did I miss?
We got the Rick and Morty Season 8 trailer.
Okay, I did watch that. I forgot to write it down. And yeah, more Rick and Morty, more good. Still blows my mind that this replacement voiceover person sounds as good as they do.
Looks good to me.
We got that leaked Mando and Grogu trailer.
Yeah, we did. Well, you mean the Empire scene.
Basically, like a
the
sizzle
Imperial
reel.
Walker scene.
Yeah. Man, I can't even call it a sizzle reel. It's the kind of shit they would bring when they go on the Tonight Show. It's just an extended scene.
Yeah, it's a clip.
With a back end with a montage in there.
Yeah.
But I'm happy.
I'm stoked.
Yeah, I mean, it looks adorable.
Mm-hmm. Is that everything? Except for the
other trailer, yeah.
The big. We got a even more fuller trailer for Fantastic Four. I still don't love Ben's voice. I would prefer they did a little tweaking on it. I could live with it.
I like it. It's fine. Because I like him. I like him a lot as an actor.
Yeah, I like him. I like that. Are you late? I just said that. Are you pregnant?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Something Justin was right about again.
The Johnny part was spot on.
Yo, he did fantastic.
Like that's Johnny.
You're gonna be a great mom.
You're gonna be a great dad. No,
Now we were having a back and forth right after this dropped, Justin and I through text, talking about the possibilities of what this means. For me, it was like, all right, they dropped this fact. She's not even showing, and this stuff from that scene is probably earlier on in the movie, right? Her pregnancy is going to be an important part of this whole thing. Are they going to follow her through the whole 9 months? And then the concept came up.
Because of his powers, what if the birth is accelerated?
Yeah.
Possibly.
And
then that
mm-hmm.
that led to us bumping heads on the notion, what if him popping out, being so powerful, is what scares Galactus off?
And then that leads further into the, oh my god, that's great. The day is saved. Movie's over. Incursion.
Yeah, universe. World gone.
Yeah. Reality-altering child pops into the world, and shit goes sideways in a huge way.
What'd you guys think of Silver Needs Some Polish Surfer?
Very dark. The scene she was in is very dark, so it doesn't do her much justice.
Yeah. Didn't look very chic.
I feel like Ben could use a little tightening up too. There's some of those shots where the CGI doesn't look 110%.
Yeah, what didn't you like about his accent?
Well, none of that is actually like, I would like his voice to be a bit bassier. The idea for me is like he goes from a man into this rock creature. His physiology changes. His voice should change a little bit. He just sounds like the actor. And I can understand you don't want to lose elements of the performance by tweaking it. But
you have to think they probably tried something.
Probably did.
And they were probably like, it's not good.
Yeah. And I can understand he didn't want to do a chickless thing where he's doing an accent the whole time.
Right.
And he gravels it up and Mona, Angela.
What about something like this when he's trying to go to the Silver Surfer?
Swear to me.
I'm the thing.
Surfer was fine.
Yeah, I think she's fine.
I mean,
I saw a side by side of the what's his face Morpheus's and hers, and his look better.
They're not
just in the picture anyway. I mean,
the shots they picked are very dark scenes.
Yeah, there's more to be seen.
Yeah. I did read the comments on the socials.
Oh, fuck them.
People are stupid.
People not understanding that she's not playing the normal Silver Surfer.
No, she's not Norrin Rad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my question. Okay, you're so upset about the Silver Surfer? What's his real name?
Sammy Silverstein.
He's from the neighborhood, right? From Avenue H.
Yeah, Sammy. Yeah, I didn't know. I knew there was 2 separate ones. Once this dropped, they're like, oh, he's got a wife and she's a Silver Surfer also. I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They've done that in the comics. Hell, he might even pop up. They could be 2 heralds.
And it's an alternate universe. So it's, she could be his herald in that universe.
Yeah. He might not even fucking exist in that universe.
Yeah, exactly. So
He might still be on. Hey, oh, you're so upset. What planet did he save, huh? What's his home planet? You people don't even know, do you?
His home planet is
You fucking
Omicron
posers.
Persei 8.
But like, people are so freaked out about it. It's like, Galactus isn't a space cloud. Be freaking happy.
It's woke.
Yeah.
It's woke. She's a chick. We can't have
Yeah.
chicks.
The DEI, the Silver Surfer.
Well, she is a chick, so...
That's the character. She is a chick.
I know.
Yeah,
The birds are going to chirp. You're not going to stop the birds
I know.
from chirping. And they're like, depending on your algorithm, they're going to move up like bullshit. Comments are convoluted.
I hate it.
Galactus looks huge.
He does.
He's like Godzilla big. He's usually not that huge.
Do you think Mr. Fantastic's going to like punch him right in his asshole and then expand his hand like into a hammer and rip out? Just pull out his intestines through his asshole?
I miss
You
you,
think
man.
that's how they take him out?
I do hope one day somebody who writes one of these movies goes with the asshole theory. I don't think it's going to be this time.
Okay. So I would do it.
It'd be fucking great though.
The asshole.
Yeah.
That's how I have done it once or twice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the most part, though, it does look great. I mean, when Ben was taking out all those pillars, the action looked
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
The energy.
Even
Still looks
the
pretty fun.
quick shot of Reed stretching looked really good.
Yep. We finally saw Reed use his powers, yeah.
And the Galactus costume, from what little we saw, the boots look exactly like in the comics.
Mm-hmm. So, yep.
It's going to be silly accurate.
Just take
Bring
my
it on.
Mhm.
I'm already there.
I only have one review before the big finale. They kind of shadow dropped 3 more episodes of Light and Magic on Disney Plus.
They did.
If you're a documentary lover, especially a behind-the-scenes movie documentary lover, I'd say set 3 hours aside for these. Each one is about an hour long, and they primarily focus on the prequel era and how technology was growing. Like the third episode expands beyond there into kind of modern times, but it's primarily about how technology jumped between those 3 movies, or how once Jurassic Park and stuff had really gotten going, Lucas was like, all right, yeah, I'm ready now. That's the first one. And the second was about advancements they made in the in-between. And the third one was a lot of it was about how digital took over and ILM was never the same. But in reverence to that, not like kind of a sad thing. If you like that kind of info, totally worth watching. And artistically done. Whole thing was directed by Joe Johnston. I didn't realize that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I enjoyed season 1.
And it's kind of weird. In most documentaries, you'll have someone talking to the interviewer, and they'll be like, well, when we were there, back in the day, when we were doing... There's one point where Lucas was like, well, I told you to do this at one point, and you were like, I don't know if we can, but I was like, trust me, give it a try. And you did it, and you pulled it off. Like, to the guy who's interviewing him. It's just a weird thing going on.
Yeah.
That was the only other review I have. Oh, no, wait, there's a very important thing that I forgot watching that. Hero, from the show Heroes, Masaoka. I have it written down, I couldn't fucking... Masaoka was a visual effects guy on all 3 of the prequels.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. He came into the industry as a CG guy.
Was Adam Savage, or did they bring any like footage of Grant in there?
Adam Savage pops up in one scene
Okay.
while they're working on episode 2.
Okay.
They didn't interview him.
Okay.
It kind of sucks. Like, he'd be a perfect person to interview. He's such a great
Yeah.
personality, and he was there.
He's a fucking.
He was a
dork,
model
too.
shop guy.
Yeah, I know. It's fun. I know Grant was big with the prequels as well.
O'Hara?
Yeah.
Yeah. They should have given him some love, too.
Yeah.
Totally worth checking out. For nerds like us, yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed season 1, so I'm looking forward to watching season 2.
I think they're done with it. The way it ends isn't much room left. But it's very comprehensive coverage of the history of the ILM, so who needs more? All right, who wants theirs next? And we'll end with
I didn't finish Devil May Cry, but I watched more, and it continues to be great. That's all I can say. It continues to be awesome.
How many episodes you got left?
2.
Okay, so did you watch the silent episode?
No, there's what? What's the silent episode?
Okay,
so
I think then it is... I thought it was the third to last, but maybe it's the second to last episode. It's pretty much silent the entire episode except for like the very end of it. It's the origin story of Bunny Man and the one chick from the squad.
Okay.
It is
She's crazy.
It is one of the most incredible things I've watched in the last few years.
Okay.
Like you didn't even have to watch the rest of the show. You could watch that one episode just to see some of the most intriguing animated storytelling you'll ever fucking see. They do so much with so little audio.
Nice. I have to put myself in a mindset to watch that show, though.
I fucking love it.
It's good, but it's just...
That's the way I am with Invincible. I still haven't started season 3 because, like, I know I'm about to be traumatized on some level.
Yeah. It is very much like Invincible, and you're right. I can't binge watch Invincible. I'm good for an episode of Devil May Cry too, because there is a lot.
Yeah,
so
I can't
much
binge Devil May Cry.
I know I stay pretty plugged into the news cycle now. So like seeing Devil May Cry and DareDevil and all this stuff that is literally art imitating life, I feel so dirty that I have to I need the nostalgia at the end of the night, or I need something so ridiculously off the wall stupid, or just that comfort fucking show. So it's like I gotta throw on 90s commercials, or I gotta throw on Worth It, or any other cooking show. It's so fucking heavy, all this stuff.
So heavy.
Devil May Cry is not even a full fucking half hour. It's 20-something minutes.
Yeah,
And you're just by the end of it, you're just it was great. I love what they're doing story-wise. But, just fucking openly offing genocide. There's genocide in almost every fucking episode.
Yeah. After watching what we're going to talk about, I needed some happy things after watching that.
I didn't need it then because I was aggravated. We'll get to that when we get there. Because I text Mike and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, so I think I do have one episode left of Devil May Cry before that's over. Bondsman continues to be pretty good. Kevin Bacon is really, really entertaining in this show. I finished the DC High Voltage, or whatever the fuck it is, the Batman Year One podcast.
Oh, okay.
So, it's only 4 episodes. It's great. It's really fucking good. Also watched WrestleMania over the weekend.
And I caught the first half while we were doing
D&D. Cemented for me the fact that they need to go back to just one fucking night.
There was not much going on.
It's not even just that there wasn't much going on, because even the second night was it was meh. And they pulled a move on the second night. So Bailey and Laya Valkyrie were the tag champs, and they took on Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. And they won the fucking belts. Only to, on Raw last night, have them lose the fucking belts. I cannot stand that shit at all.
It's not even a pay-per-view.
Right. So, like, why on the pay-per-view have them drop win the titles if they're dropping them the next night for no reason other than, like, you turned Becky on her. It's dumb. It was dumb. It was all fucking dumb. I hated it. Good for John Cena breaking Ric Flair's record. Becoming the 17-time champion.
Good for Charlotte not getting the belt. That's the thing that pisses me off. I'm really tired of her coming back out of nowhere and looking like a completely different person. She had so much work done on herself that I'm pretty sure they did a body swap. It might not even been Charlotte Flair.
There was a roast of WrestleMania the night after night 2, and Nia Jax got on the mic and started like dissing her because they have heat, and the MC was like, "Yeah, Charlotte Flair has had more faces than anybody in the company's had WrestleMania matches." And I was like, "Oh shit."
It's harsh, but true.
But yeah, but please go back to one night.
That match was hard to watch, not just because there was a lot of spots that didn't look great. It looked like twins wrestling each other. They're bleach blonde. They were both caked in makeup.
Fake titties.
And big titties. Big old titties.
Fake ass.
But the worst planning of it all is they both had the same color scheme on their outfits.
Yeah.
The same kind of pastel blue or like pastel like peach or like beige kind of thing with blue inlays all over. Like, and all the same spots, just in different patterns. Like, who the fuck? You guys didn't coordinate this? I guarantee you they were standing in the gorilla position at one point looking at each other like, oh shit. No. We didn't just do that. Well, too late now.
They definitely talked about it, and they were definitely both like, yeah, I'll change my outfit.
Yeah, cold day in hell.
Where does she change her outfit? Why do I gotta change my outfit? I said it first. Well, I thought of it first. We just didn't say it out loud.
Look, I'm the champion right now. Why should I have to? Well, I have more championships than you do. Why should I have to?
Fuck her. She's a fucking bitch anyway.
Fuck her. I don't even want to fucking work with her. Okay, that's all the reviews, except for...
The big...
Yeah. Last Tuesday, right after the show was done, we had the opportunity to watch. Oh, we had the opportunity. Not everybody took it.
Yeah, I watched Wednesday.
Yeah, me too. I watched Wednesday.
Did I?
DareDevil, you do have an excuse here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DareDevil Born Again, episode 9, right?
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker.
Way better than Rise of Skywalker.
It was intense.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed seeing Matt and Frank kick the shit out of each other. Or not each other, kick the shit out of people. And, well, Frank kill people. Like, pretty much back to back.
My highlight was when the squad is has Frank sitting down and they say, "We idolize you." Frank's monologue. So, like, why do you idolize me? You don't know me. You don't know my pain.
Fucking clowns.
He's so good.
Bunch of fucking clowns.
He's got these guys that do it all armed, like, who could kill him at the moment's notice. He's like, fuck you.
It is kind of Deus Ex Machina kind of shit, like plot armor, that he just took out how many of them, and they're like, no, let's just capture him.
Yeah. Let's see if he'll join us.
Yeah. No, man. 2 bullets in the head. Any self-respecting supervillain would have killed his ass right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kingpin did to the fucking commissioner.
Holy... Did you watch the behind the scenes of that?
I saw some footage. I saw, like, a still of the model.
That was brutal.
How, that happened, and we looked at each other and we were like, what the fuck?
You expect it to be like he crushes his head and you see some blood come out and then the guy just, like, falls on the ground.
No.
Kind of like in The Dark Knight where
Yeah,
Joker stabs the one guy, but you don't see it, and he just plop.
right.
Yeah.
He like scalped him and crushed his fucking face.
He
Ripped his jaw
off.
Yeah.
Like he separated his face.
He Travolta him to his face.
Like they weren't kidding. They did not hold back with the.
Who did he do that in front of? Like a bunch of cops and shit, and they're all just kind of like, whoa.
Yeah.
Half of them got sick to their stomach and like, what the fuck am I working with? The other one was like, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
I thought she was a goner. His press.
Oh, I'm really pissed. I felt for her in the position she was in the last few episodes, but I thought she had a moral core. If she had actually worked with the commissioner, it might have worked well. Like, they could have gotten information about how dirty he is, but no.
But what they didn't say is, did he talk to BB beforehand? Because we didn't see any of that.
Yeah, I don't think so, because that all seemed to happen on the same night.
I'm going to call it now. The next rendition of Kingpin will be played by James Gandolfini's son. He's going to make a nice little catalog for himself, and he's going to take up the mantle eventually.
Oh, I think he dies next season, too.
Yeah, I
For
don't
sure. I'm
see him
saying
lasting.
if they ever do, like, you know, they reset the whole franchise and they get a new Kingpin, I think he's going to take it up.
Maybe. I don't think he has the size for it. Like, if Gandolfini was still alive, I would have been really happy with him, because he has the you got to have a physical presence.
Yeah.
D'Onofrio and Gandolfini, those guys have it.
I think he will. He still looks young. I think he's, what is he, early 20s?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is as big as he's going to be. He's never going to have his dad's
He
size.
gets more defined in the face a little bit.
I do want to see him in more stuff, though. He's doing a great job in this.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
good.
he is. He was a prick. He really just got to see him when he was talking to I guess the other heads of departments.
Oh, he was flexing his new muscle?
Man.
Yeah, that he was good.
So Heather's going to be next, though. I don't see her and Matt staying together
that's done.
after him waking up and say Karen.
She's joining Fisk anyway.
Yeah. And I don't think it's a redemption run for her. I think she's going to get deeper and deeper and deeper into her dark side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Matt's gonna have to kill her.
Well,
Karen will.
you know what? Yeah.
Karen will?
have to.
Yeah, or maybe some of Matt's army. If we see more.
It's a perfect opportunity for the Defenders to come back.
Yep, I was just to say Jessica Jones.
That's one thing that would bother me out of the whole series is the end when he's doing his own little, we got to do it to go. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of these shows now, they try to have like these grandstand moments trying to rally the troops, and it kind of falls flat. It was fine. We had like 4 cops in there and Karen and the bartender, and he's like, we're going to take the city back, guys. Watch. I got this good outfit and my pole. And they're like, you know what? Good. Yeah.
Kind of makes me feel like the next line's going to be, so, do you know anybody?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? So all this shit's going down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm letting it play out. And, like, Ashley and I are both getting squirrely. Because, like, it's established this is the MCU as we know it. There's a fair amount of fucking people in New York who could be putting a fucking stop to this shit. And we don't see a goddamn one.
Well, no one knows that Fisk's behind it, other than Matt. And Matt doesn't talk to anybody else.
I'm not saying anything about taking Fisk out. But when the cops were doing their fucking raids and whatever, causing chaos, it's not an excuse for, all those people in New York to not do things.
What's his name? Swordsman could have said, "Hey, Kate,
She's out in L.A.
Yeah, we know she's on the West Coast.
Yeah. She and Kamala are out west, so they can't do anything right now. Peter's doing something in that moment.
Peter.
We all know while that's going on, Peter's swinging around trying to stop people from doing stuff.
Sure.
That's just who he is.
Show it.
Probably causing a problem that he's trying to fix himself because he caused the problem. And he's like, New York, enough. I just made a mistake and I have to go clean it up for the next 3 hours.
Here's one thing, because Thunderbolts takes place in New York.
Yeah.
When? When is that happening?
Yeah.
See, that's a discussion I was having with Mike the other day. Because it would seem it's post Cap 4, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Because Bucky's political career.
Yeah.
You would imagine that that's around the same time as this shit.
You think?
It should be. 'Cause
Unless this shit wraps up next season, and next season starts up right away, and we have to do that. Okay, this all gets taken care of, but we don't know how it got taken care of. And when Thunderbolts comes around, it's like status quo is back again. No one talks about how Kingpin got arrested after causing fucking mass chaos.
But
that part is...
There's a Sorcerer Supreme and Dr. Stephen Strange in fucking New York.
Well, Doctor Strange isn't in New York. When last we saw Stephen Strange, he was yanked to the Dark Dimension by Clea.
Okay, yeah. Wong's still there.
And Wong doesn't do shit in New York. He's in Kamartaj. And the Mystic fuckers don't really deal with this guy. It's like the Eternals. Like, yo, you guys, you're fucking your own stuff up. That's human stuff. You got to worry about demons.
You got the Defenders.
Yeah. They're street level, though, so you imagine
they're street level.
And amongst this stuff, they're punching people. They would have been the opportunity.
Right.
They definitely should have. That would have been the opportunity for them to pop up in a few cameos and be like, oh, that's who he's going to put together. During his whole, we got to make an army speech, cutting to moments of the four of them, or the three of them doing shit. Actually, four. Because, what's her face? Wing. Why can't I remember her name?
Oh, Colleen?
Colleen Wing, yeah. She's an Iron Fist now, too.
Yeah.
But should definitely got her back.
I don't know. Could you picture a scene with, like, Luke Cage and, like, Frank Castle just taking people down?
I have a feeling that's what we're going to see season 2. They've got to get most of them back. You don't drop the name Army. You don't say that you're going to put together a fucking force to take down Fisk and not have big names involved.
They said Kristen Witter has been spotted around there, but will they get Coulter back?
Probably. Isn't that Evil show over now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So his schedules are probably a bit more open. We know that girl's going to take over the White Tiger role. So there's one person. But she's going to be mad inexperienced, so that's going to be a part of her story arc.
Frank escaped. Well, he probably let other people out, so...
Hopefully. I'd like to think he didn't just dip and leave all those fucking people chained up. And if he does get everybody out, then we're going to have full-fledged swordsmen helping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Season 2 is going to be a lot more Revolution.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm not happy we have to wait so fucking long. But I am happy that when it finally comes back, we're going to see him in a black costume with the double D's on his shirt.
Yeah.
Titties?
Yeah. He has titties. And 2 D's written on his titties. Okay, let's do some news then.
Oh, I had one question before you did news. Have you guys heard the whole Blade thing going on?
That it's pretty much canceled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'm owed an apology and potentially a bag of Doritos. By my calculation.
No.
And I'm very good with calculation.
You said Wesley Snipes was going to be Blade. That was your end of the bullshit. So don't try to prematurely...
I said the movie's going to be canceled and there's only one Blade.
That's Do not
verbatims.
Donald Trump your words here.
That's what I said.
You said.
Look, who are you with?
What?
You're fake. See, you're fake. You don't even know what is in a word. You're just saying bullshit.
See what I
anyway,
mean?
Joe, next question.
Here?
The only bet I have in here is Joe and Justin versus Vinnie. 4 bags of Doritos that Richardson will be Batman.
See, this,
Okay, so we never made the Blade one, but yeah. I stand pat. Then you know what? Then I'll reaffirm. I do think Wesley Snipes will make a comeback. If the Ali one's done, and Wesley made that little line, might have been for no reason, might have been, but they don't have a Blade now.
Unless they just do a Midnight Suns movie and bring his ass in.
What do you mean they don't have a Blade now? Mahershala didn't walk out, right?
No. Not yet, but how long?
I'd be frustrated trying to coordinate my career around this shit. Come on, folks. Just get a script together. It's not that hard. We know what works with Blade.
The first rendition of scripts I heard, it was like he was like a secondary or third character, and it was just about his daughter, and he's like, what the fuck? And they go, oh, okay, we'll redo it. And then the director's like, I'm out. And then like, all right, we got to rewrite it. We got to get a new director. Ali, chill. And then how many? 3, 4 directors? How many did they go through already? How many scripts?
There's 2 other ones.
A lot.
Yeah. So
I forgot. I have another review, real quick.
Golly.
Did anybody watch Doctor Who? Did you watch Lux?
I gotta go.
No.
I was thinking to myself today, let me bear down and watch both of them.
That last episode was really good.
It was the animated one, right?
Yeah, they did things, and
I hope they do things.
no, I mean they meta. They went meta in a scene.
Does he talk to the camera?
No, I don't want to spoil what happens, but you're like, wait a minute, wait, what?
I will get around to it. If I have time tomorrow, I was thinking about it.
The animation scene where they go with the multi-dimension is really interesting. So far, I'm liking this season.
Yeah. Cuphead in live action.
Alan Cummings did the voice for the cartoon.
Yeah. He's coming out of his rock.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's been doing a lot of plays lately, a lot of stage work, and I was like, you know what? TV and movies does pay well. So as far as news goes, Haley Steinfeld recently said she's begun recording lines for Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Nice. I do have to go to bed. I'm sorry.
No, we know it's late.
Yeah,
Little fellas.
Night, buddy.
You're on
One
time,
love.
so night.
The Tractor Supply store right across the street from James's house is on fire now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm kept watching everything. There's some guy walking around in there. He turned the training room light on.
Good, important steps are being made.
Don't worry, FEMA's not going to help us anyway, so...
You guys should have raked more. That's why this happened. You didn't rake. Everyone knows that's how fires start. So, Haley Steinfeld said that she has begun recording lines for Beyond the Spider-Verse. It wasn't the animations the problem at this point. They really don't know where the plot is. They just got the script done, it would seem. Which is kind of disconcerting. Seemed pretty obvious where they were going with this.
That's weird to me because they were supposed to be released simultaneously.
Yeah, there wasn't supposed to be a lot of gap in
which
between.
Which one would think that meant that the script was done for all of them.
Yeah, that's like I'm saying. They set up
That's why
a pretty obvious plot.
I don't buy its script because multiple sources have been like, the animation studio was like, we can't fucking do this in the time frame you want it done.
It's been years.
Yeah, but
now.
I mean, especially that clunky ass style takes probably 3 times longer than just a normal fucking CG Spider-Man would have.
It's not just the animation pacing. What they did on the second one was create new animation techniques, too.
Right.
Like, everything in Gwen's world was basically watercolor. So
Right.
you gotta create a whole new palette, no pun intended, to work with. Each universe is its own thing. So that becomes very frustrating. But yeah, apparently a big part of it was they didn't have the plot completely locked in, or the script totally done.
I don't buy that. I can't fathom that. It
makes no sense to me either.
If they were just like, they're going to be released together, like within a fucking year of each other was the original lineup. Okay, so it would make sense that you fucking do all the dialogue at once then for both movies.
Yeah.
And then you just, lay it on top of the viz when it comes in. There's no fucking way.
Well, no. It makes sense to me that they wouldn't have both scripts completely done at the same time, that there would be some stuff for the third one that they hadn't hashed out yet.
As a fucking writer, that drives me insane. That I couldn't even fucking think of it. Of being like, let's shoot this first part first, even though it's one continuous story.
Yeah. Not having a basic breakdown of what the third one's going to be is confusing to me. It ends in such a distinct way. You know where the next one's starting up. You know all the characters involved.
It's a literal cliffhanger.
Yeah. You know who the villain is. You've set up what the stakes are. It's like, how do you not have that ready? Like, what are the tripping points here that you didn't have this shit done? Or they've already recorded some of it, and because it's Lord and Miller, they didn't like what they did and had to go back and tweak a lot of it. And then she had a lot of them have to go back and re-record some lines.
I don't fucking understand it.
It's very confusing.
It's making me not want to fucking watch it. And that's a shame, because I love those movies.
I still want to see it. It's not necessarily a bad thing to take more time to get it right. It's something they're learning in video games, and I think more movies should learn it too. But I understand. It's like, the fuck? How do you not have your ducks in a row for this thing?
If you knew that this was going to be a potential problem, the last movie shouldn't have been released when it was.
Well, that's the studio. They have dates they've picked. They have to keep making Spider-Man stuff. They have to keep making money off of it. They're going to tell you, you're putting it out here, you get X amount of leeway, and nothing beyond that. It's frustrating. Ryan Gosling, you'll hear his name again tonight, producing a Killer Clowns from Outer Space remake for Amazon.
Yeah.
That's fucking wacky. No one knows if he'll be starring in it. It would be kind of cool to see him maybe play, like, the police chief.
He's one of the clowns.
You think he's one of the clowns?
Yeah.
That would be fun. But, like, if they did them without the masks, they kind of do him CG, where he's got to perform, or he just goes under a heavy mask and you
Heavy
never know.
mask. Yeah.
That'd be pretty crazy. This next one's rumor, but of all the rumors that I've heard lately, I really want this one to come true. After The Boys is completely done, Carl Urban is rumored to be working on a Dread series for Amazon Prime.
Nice.
Yeah.
I really, really love that movie. I'd be extremely happy if they carried that continuity over onto a show.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be cheap, though. And the last movie wasn't received incredibly well, so this one's a huge grain of salt story.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everything I have left is about Star Wars Celebration.
Let me see if we've got any. I have 3 non-Star Wars related items. Today marks the 35th anniversary of the Cartoon All-Stars anti-drug special. That was aired on every major network at one time on a Saturday morning.
The Muppet Babies were in it. Slimer.
Yeah, it aired simultaneously on ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, Nickelodeon, the Disney Channel, BET, and USA Network.
Wow.
The
only time that happens is like disasters.
Do you remember watching that in the Collins School rec? What the hell was that room called?
I remember watching it live when it aired on Saturday morning. I remember it then, and I just watched it with James within the last year.
Oh, wow.
It's on YouTube.
There were raining days when we'd have to watch movies instead of go out to recess. That was one of them.
It's incredible.
That was good.
It's Avengers Endgame before Avengers Endgame.
Let's see. Ninja Turtles, DuckTales, Winnie the Pooh, Alf, Alvin and the Chipmunks,
Slimer.
Bugs Bunny. I'm not seeing Slimer in this image. I'm seeing another ghost
He's
character.
in there. Slimer's in
He's
there.
in there.
He's definitely in it.
Ooh, and they're all pointing and shaming this kid. Druggy, druggy, druggy. Smurfs. Jeez.
That was the all-star. That was...
Some pretty fucking Roger Rabbit shit.
It was.
Any others?
Yeah,
Getting
sorry.
updates.
More updates. James is going to bed now, even though he's like worried out of his gourd.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm keeping tabs on everything.
And Crystal and Matt's house is right there too.
Yeah. Where do they live?
Right off of Lane's Mills.
Oh.
They're behind the police department on that other side street.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. And they just bought that house.
Damn. I'm trying to find last I saw, as of like 2 hours ago, it was 5% contained.
3,200 acres.
Jesus.
Poor animals.
Poor people too, man.
People, yeah, I know.
Fucking homes, man. That's
yeah.
And insurance companies are fucking assholes. It'll take people forever.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, they're making a Clueless series, and it's going to be a continuation of the movie. And Alicia Silverstone is returning.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's going to be the mom of the new Proto Share.
I guess.
Oh, I hope Rod shows up for at least a hot minute.
You know he's gonna.
It doesn't make sense for them to still be together, unless, what if it's their kid and they got divorced and Rudd pops up every few episodes?
I mean, okay.
Yeah. Surprised I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that either.
Oh, Trump announced that he's going to bring down the tariffs on China. Huh.
That's crazy. I thought they were unmoving. There was no negotiations.
Bitch. Anyway.
Did he figure out what a tariff was?
In a potential landmark discovery, scientists using the James Webb Space Telescope have obtained what they call the strongest signs yet of possible life beyond our solar system, detecting in an alien planet's atmosphere the chemical fingerprints of gases that on Earth are produced only by biological processes.
Ooh. Is this the one that's like you see the image of Earth and then this planet's like huge?
It's fucking like 10 times the size of Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is massive.
Oh, we could mine the shit out of that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Elon, go now.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch. Alright, let's get into that Star Wars news, huh?
And more of it than we thought before. First images of Rory McCann as Bale and Skull was revealed at Celebration, and yeah, I mean, it's sad that we lost Ray Stevenson, but this seems to be a good replacement.
Mm-hmm.
As good as we're ever going to get. Yeah, I still kind of would like Liev Schreiber in the role. I've watched him in a handful of things recently, and he would be pretty great at it. But that's who it was. he was the voiceover in Weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd like to know what the hell he does in it. And I didn't see him in the cast list, so that's odd. That whole movie seems like it's going to have a Cloverfield kind of ad campaign going on.
I got that too.
Yeah. But yeah, Rory McCann as Bale and Skull, solid replacement. The Ninth Jedi is a Star Wars Visions limited series. I don't think they've announced what animation studio is doing it, but just shows how much people seem to like that whole Visions concept, that we're getting a specific focused story to come out of it. I enjoyed pretty much all of them. There were some that I didn't love.
Yeah, same here. There's some really good standout ones.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty good.
All of them were at least kind of enjoyable, even like the Wallace and Gromit one.
Yeah.
Season 2 of Ahsoka will not only have McCann as Bale and Skull, but it's been confirmed by Filoni that there will be a substantial Thrawn versus Admiral Akbar tactical battle in space. And I love this as a concept, because Admiral Akbar really should get more respect as a tactician. There's no better way to make that character stand up than to put him against Thrawn in that kind of fight. Some footage from the Old Republic came out. I don't know if this is what's replacing the Knights of the Old Republic remake.
Hold on. Are you going to touch on any more of the Ahsoka news with that one? Or?
Was there any other stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hayden.
Filoni, they confirmed that Hayden is back, and to expect pretty much everyone from Rebels to be in the next season with a lot more Chopper.
Good. I need more Chopper. Now, by pretty much, obviously Sabine and Hera and Jabba the Hutt. I'm sorry, Ezra. Has there been any hints? Force Ghost canon?
They haven't said.
Oh man, I hope. I want more Zeb. I want Zeb
more
in
Zeb.
his own show. Yeah. Oh. What else? Something involved. Damn it. Yeah, I saw, as I was looking at the IMDb page, Hayden was listed, but I thought that was just like a placeholder.
Yeah, no.
That's weird. Well, Force Ghosts.
Or more World Between Worlds, or...
I hope they don't go too much. Like, we got it in Rebels. It was established there, and then we got a live-action version of it. All right, that's awesome.
Clone?
Yeah. Oof.
No, they're going to do the father, the son, and the daughter.
Flashbacks. I'll just hope for flashbacks.
With the Mortis gods.
Yeah. Again, that's another one I hope they don't touch on too much. That was a pretty tricky road to go down. They handled it well in those few episodes, but to try and dip back into that again, it's a weird call. The Old Republic footage, does anybody know if this is replacing the Knights of the Old Republic remake, or if it's its own thing?
I'm going to gather it's its own thing.
It shows classes that I don't remember that being a part of Knights of the Old Republic. I never played that, so I can't say for certain, but it showed like shock troopers and not just force wielders, like droids and stuff. Like, that was pretty surprising.
It's been a while since I played it.
There's a Dash Rendar Black Series figure coming, so the legends have not been completely disavowed. There's also a Jedi Survivor Special Edition figure coming out with a supporting character from the game. I can't remember his name. He's this weird frog guy. The main character, Cal Kestis, with a replaceable head. He's got two heads in the packaging. One's a fairly standard Caesar haircut. That's a big part of the game. Not a big part, but one of the options you have is that you can change his hairstyles along with his clothing. And one of the most favorite fan combinations is handlebar mustache and mullet. So this action figure is getting the handlebar mustache and mullet version in there.
Wow.
Yeah. I think you get a trophy for doing it. I know you get a trophy if you put the mullet on with a headband. You get a Karate Kid reference as the trophy. Bryce Dallas Howard said she wants to direct a Star Wars movie, and has even hinted that it could be a Mace Windu film, because Sam Jackson said he wants to work with her.
I just downloaded the Windu audiobook on Spotify. I'll be listening to that next.
Sam says as far as he's concerned, Mace is still alive. I'll accept it. I feel like he's fallen from farther.
It's got the Force. He can soften the blow.
Yeah. The Mando Grogu footage revealed to us that Sigourney Weaver isn't playing an evil character for once in the last decade. Seems like everything she's done in this period of her career has been some kind of asshole, some kind of person pulling the strings from behind the scenes. The Gorge, Paul, Cabin in the Woods. I know there's at least one. Oh, yeah, Defenders.
Yeah.
She's been making good playing bad. But
Well,
apparently in this...
She had Avatar.
Yeah. So she got to play teenager again.
Yeah.
A blue cat teenager.
Yeah.
That was the one exception. Everything else she's pretty bad. Or good at being bad. Now she's a pilot, an X-Wing pilot.
Yeah.
She could be a general. She could be higher up, and the only scenes we've seen of her are she just got out of an X-Wing. Kind of makes more sense for a woman of her age to have a position of power within the Rebellion / New Republic. But that's cool. Happy she isn't a bad guy.
Yeah, me too.
Maul, Shadow Lord, is taking place, looks like directly after the events of the Clone Wars, showing Maul taking his position as a leader of Crimson Dawn. That sounds damn interesting. And the last one, the really surprising one, well, it was announced that Sean Levy, generally, Free Guy, Deadpool and Wolverine director, and all the museums, so this guy's got some fucking skills, will be directing a Star Wars film. The title and release date have been announced. May 28th, 2027 for Star Wars Starfighter. A lot of stars in one title. I don't know if I love that. Hopefully that could change down the road. But the star of the Star Wars Starfighter vehicle, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Supposed to take place during the sequel era.
Mm-hmm. After the events of Episode 9.
Yeah. After that, maybe before this Ray movie comes out.
5 years, they said.
Yeah. 5 years for Starfighter?
No, 5 years from the events of Episode 9.
Okay. Which would be, that would be right now. Pretty much in chronological order. It's like 2021. That was like right after COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's all I've got for Star Wars Celebration news.
I've got one more piece of Star Wars news. Mike, it looks like you're going to have to come back with us next November for 2026 because beginning on May 22nd, 2026, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run will introduce a new storyline featuring Mando and Grogu, and guests will be in control. After taking off from Batuu and visiting Tatooine, the crew of the Falcon will choose their next destination between Bespin, Endor, or Coruscant.
That's so cool.
And the engineer role on the attraction will have the most important job in the galaxy, interacting with and caring for Grogu.
And slapping little eggs out of his hands the entire time.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what we were hoping for before they even announced this. That's the only thing that ride could
I don't
use.
even know which one I would fucking pick.
Is it Hoth, Bespin, or Endor?
Bespin, Endor, or Coruscant.
Or Coruscant. Bespin, Endor, or Coruscant. I'd be tempted to go Coruscant, although
I'm leaning
that would look
that-
very similar to the environment you fly through in the regular adventure for Smuggler's Run.
True. I think Endor would be tight because it's completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, I would want to dip between the trees.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was fucking jacked when I saw this. It was Sunday night after you left. This popped up, and I was like, James. And he's like, oh, I want to be the engineer, though. I don't want to fly. I want to play with Grogu.
This is very smart, because I guarantee you we're not the only group of people that bickers about who's going to be in what position. They got to start making the other positions more fun.
Like, gunner's a sweet job. Like, I want to play with the guns, too. Like, you know. Flying's great, but yeah, like, who doesn't want to play with fucking Grogu?
Yeah, that's incentive. Next time we go down there, I hope the Chewie option is still available. I hope they don't work that out. So I want to get that figured out. I want to get that too.
Oh, yeah. Dude, choosing where you get to go, man. Oh.
Like, is it a vote? Or do the pilots get to decide? And do the pilots have to, like, turn the same way? And what if you don't turn the same direction? Does it just choose for you? So many options.
Well, it says you choose, so I'm assuming the pilots choose.
Yeah.
But so, I mean, most people will be like, where do you guys want to go? It sounds so fun. So fucking fun.
I do love that ride.
All I have now is the news of food.
Food news.
Yes.
Wendy's dropped a new chicken sandwich and a lemonade, tangerine twist lemonade, and the Cajun crunch sandwich. Seasoned chicken and pepper jack cheese, crispy onions, pickles, lettuce, spicy mustard on the bun. Great Values knockoff Oreos, the Twist and Shouts, have a double-filled birthday cake flavor.
So even generic Oreos are getting into making different Oreo flavors now?
Yep.
This business is booming.
Jill Puddin has a new oat milk variety. Is vegan, lactose free.
Don't worry, honey, it's vegan. Ooh.
Skippy peanut butter crispy wafer bars. Have you guys had those before? They're pretty good. They've been out for a while. So they now come in a chocolate fudge and peanut butter wafer bar, a strawberry jelly and peanut butter wafer bar, a banana peanut butter wafer bar, and a grape jelly peanut butter wafer bar.
That's smart. Like the other wafers are just like strawberry and chocolate, the ones that we grew up with our whole life. So
yeah,
a lot of room for improvement.
Tropicana is putting out a spicy lemonade.
Caliente.
See? Made with real lemons and cane sugar and the spicy peppers. Oreo is putting out a small batch of Oreo Thins Cherry Blossom Matcha. Pringles and Miller Lite are getting together for a collab.
Beer flavored chips.
Beer can chicken, grilled beer brats, and beer braised steak Pringles are available at the Walmarts in May.
I want to try at least one of those. I think it's the steak.
Beer can chicken's real good, though.
Yeah, I can't deny if something is labeled chicken, I think I legally have to try it.
But the steak would also be good. Little Caesars has a limited flavor of Mountain Dew, only available at the Little Caesars. It's Mountain Dew Mango Rush. Dew with a blast of mango and sweet heat. Fat Boy Ice Cream Sandwiches has a Fat Boy S'mores ice cream sandwich on a stick. it's a whole marshmallow ice cream sandwich, dipped in chocolatey coating, and rolled in graham cracker crumbs.
Comes?
Yeah, crumbs. Tahine is putting out freezy tubes, like push-ups, with chili lime seasoning mango and chili lime seasoning lime. Tostitos ghost pepper salsa is hitting the store shelves. Moon pie minis key lime pies. Entenmann's donut holes orange cream glazed. Captain Crunch orange cream pop crunch. And Vita Coco Treats orange and cream coconut milk beverage.
Guess orange and cream is going to be taking over this summer.
Yeah, it's the slut of the summer.
It's fitting, though. It is a very summer flavor.
Yes. Just in time for Mike and I to say we don't drink soda, Kool Aid announced Kool Aid soda is coming.
Mother. Well, is it caffeinated?
It's not. Not caffeinated.
Okay. I get down on that. I'm still drinking non-caffeinated soda.
The following 5 flavors have been announced. Blue raspberry lemonade. Black cherry. Grape.
Of course.
Orange. And Sharkleberry Fin.
Sharkleberry Fin soda.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's hope they make a variety pack, because I think I need to try all of them.
We need one more for it to be a variety pack. Give me a Purple Saurus Rex. Or a Rockadile Red.
You remember those way better than I do.
I fucking love Kool Aid, bro. Kool Aid was my drug. Hefty, ultra strong bags now come in birthday cake scent.
I was about to stop you like, what the fuck is going on? You were not talking about trash bags. I still almost don't want to talk about trash bags, but the fact that they're doing this, I guess we have to talk about those trash bags.
Birthday cake scented bags. Weird.
Very. Although I do like a scented bag. It helps to maintain, helps to defend against the funk. I don't know if I'd want it to be birthday cake, though.
And that was the food news.
Oh, okay.
Is Minnie okay? She fucking freaking out.
She's been wanting to. She's been spending a lot of time outside. I think she's been eating bugs, and she just wants to go eat more.
You guys not giving her enough protein?
I don't know. She's been really wanting to spend a lot of time outside lately. Like, she's been outside for like hours.
Well, we know who the douches are this week, and we know why.
Ooh, I got a major one. I got one that really grinds my gears.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because I got into an argument with one.
I just want to throw it out there for the student loan shit that was announced today.
Well, I missed this one. What's happening now?
You did not know. All right. The Education Department says it will begin collection on student loans for over 5 million borrowers who are in default. So anybody who's currently behind on their student loans is now getting it put into collections.
Really helping your constituency.
Yep.
What do you have to say, Joe?
So, my douche of the week is GameStop. So,
Welcome back to the fucking early 2000s.
well, so I play games on my computer, and I have an Xbox One controller, and it's old. So I'm like, you know what? It's about time I get a new controller. I have $0 on my GameStop card. I'm like, you know what? I might go to GameStop. I'll go get a controller and I'll go buy one of the rechargeable battery packs. And I'm like, okay, cool. I go on the site. It says you have 30,000 points. I have like 30,600 points or something like that. I'm like, cool. That's $25 for an in-store, gift reward. I'm like, sweet. That'll cover the cost of the rechargeable pack. I've had the GameStop rewards card, since PlayStation 2 days.
So wait, did you keep upgrading it to like pro level?
No, I've just been banking the points.
Okay.
I've just been earning points. I've never redeemed my points ever with GameStop.
That's risky. They could have gone out of business at any time.
So, but I kept a $0 balance because I was like, oh, I wanted to get a Switch 2. So I paid off my GameStop card. I'm like, all right, I want to get a Switch 2, but now I saw the Switch 2. I'm like, meh. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go do this. I go to try to redeem my little $25 gift card. I get an error. Like, okay, let me try it again. It's asking me to verify my identity, which I did. I get another error. I refresh the page. My points are gone. The $25 gift card, the thing is 25,000 points. So if it used it, I should have a balance of 5,000 points.
Mm-hmm.
So I call up the customer help. I'm like, what happened to my points? They're like, we don't see you have any points. I'm like, yeah, I know. They're gone. And then they try to tell me, they're like, are you pro? I'm like, no, I've been banking my points. We never seen you ever have points. I'm like, okay. I've had a GameStop rewards card that gained points. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we don't see any points on your account. Like, I know. They're gone.
So,
Where
like,
are they?
Do they have a history of your purchases?
They told me, well, I haven't bought anything online since 2021, and that's what they kept saying. Is like, oh, we see you, but last time you bought something was 21. I'm like, that was online. Like, I've been in the store. They didn't pull any of that up. I escalated to the supervisor, and he's like, yeah, you don't have any points. I'm like, where are my 30,000 points? He's trying to tell me I never accumulated any points ever in the 20 plus years I've had a GameStop rewards card. So after arguing, I'm just like, you know what, fuck you. I'm ordering this from Amazon. I was going to give you business, but I'm ordering this from Amazon, and I saved $40 by ordering it from Amazon. So screw you, GameStop. I will never shop there again.
What you're saying is GameStop did something shiesty?
Yep.
Shell, I'm glad you bring that up. You see, Horizon Zero Dawn came out when?
2014, I believe.
Okay. I ordered it GameStop online.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I still haven't gotten that game.
Mm-hmm. And they try to argue with me too. It's like, you're not pro. I'm not paying for pro, but for some weird reason, you guys sent me a pro credit card. So this should be pro.
You gotta keep updating pro.
Yeah, I refuse to give them any money.
Oh yeah, fucking
Update on the fire.
yeah.
8,500 acres, 10% contained though.
So it's up to 10 now?
Yeah.
Hey,
I wonder how they figure that out. It's growing in acreage.
I just
Is
saw
the
that.
amount of area that they're getting under control growing too? Like that's so fucking crazy.
8,500 is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. A lot of that seems to be in the park there,
Yeah.
which thankfully has the lake right there.
Yeah. So they were still investigating what caused it.
My two nerds of the week. One of the other things to come out of Star Wars Celebration was during an interview, Hayden Christensen admitted to get into character during his time filming, I believe it was specifically Revenge of the Sith. He would play a specific song that was very popular at the time, one Alien Ant Farm's version of Smooth Criminal.
Nice.
Literally because of the line, "And are you okay?" He wasn't joking. Even if he was, it's a great gag, but I'm pretty sure he was being serious. You think about that song, yeah, that'll actually get you into a good mindset to be a Sith Lord. That and Nintendo for remaking the Paul Rudd commercial with the Switch 2.
I do got to give them that.
Yeah.
That is pretty great.
That's great.
Yeah.
Bravo.
And Paul Rudd's overacting in it is pretty spectacular.
Oh, yeah. Paul Rudd being Paul Rudd.
Yeah, being 90s Paul Rudd again.
Nintendo was one of mine, but I have another one. Robin Williams.
Robin Williams?
Yeah. So listen to this. A fun fact from Screen Rant. Robin Williams helped Judith Hogue. Despite the idea of mutant turtles becoming ninjas, these characters had become very popular and not just with children. One notable fan of the franchise was Hollywood star and legendary comedian Robin Williams, who had a slight involvement with the film. Speaking at a comic expo, Hogue revealed that she was preparing for the role of April while making Cadillac Man with Williams. When he found out, he provided Hogue with a ton of information about the characters to help her prepare.
That's crazy. Man, he was such a nerd. Alright.
That's the show. So if you like what you hear, Facebook.com/nerdities, @nerdities on the Twitters and the Instagrams. ProWrestlingTees.com/nerdities. Tired.
Yeah. YouTube.com/nerdities. Like, share, and subscribe to all things Nerdities. Stay tuned for season 2 of Nerd ETs. Our Halloween special, our Christmas special, the 100 Greatest Artists list. Give us money. And everybody stay safe out there.
Yeah. The opinions of the Nerdies crew are idiotic and poison up. But don't worry, next week's will be far more insulting. Fuck bye. And,
Goodbye.
Watch the heat.
Fuck bye.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.